Look at the timing on this girl.
That
What?
like actually works.
Dude, it's hilarious. I figured you were just bullshitting that whole time. You're like, oh my God, it's my computer. And it's like, I know I stinks. I haven't sent it yet. But on point.
No, it is night and day. I mean,
Really?
my computer, Mike, it took forever to do everything. So like I would push play and I would just get the wheel of death. And it's like, even if it's like a 3-second delay, it feels like forever. So
Yeah.
this one is just instant. It's so nice. And it's just like so much better.
Oh, that's so great to hear. It was funny. Well, I'll tell you, I wasn't going to do a show. This is literally the most unprepared for a show I've probably ever been. So we'll see. Maybe it's even more fun when I just go, fuck it, wing it. I have not stopped for 2.5 days. Like I have so much to do. I still do. So I literally texted you. I finally got home 20 minutes ago and I was like, do you want to just go in for an hour? I printed a couple stories this morning and you're like, yeah. I'm like, otherwise I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to be gone. And so it's like, I'm just gone.
I forgot you were going to be gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to be gone. And so I'm like, that's a shitty way to go out, to not say anything to anyone and just be like, I'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, well, see you later.
I know everybody is like off these next couple weeks. Very few people are like doing their normal routine and get all that worked up about it. But nonetheless, I'm like, everything is 40 minutes away from where I live. So it's like, that's at best 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And so Scottsdale's maybe the biggest city on earth. I'm not sure, but it's like, oh, it's in Scottsdale. No big deal. I'm in Scottsdale, 47 minutes to get there. I'm like, so I had to go. First off, I was like, oh yeah, California sucks. They don't have Zen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's illegal because no adult like spearmint, wintergreen. Those are for kiddies. So they can't have that. Fucking assholes. So I had to go and buy up the city's Zen.
Hilarious. Dude. Literally me before trips, but with weed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So I'm like, do you have a sleeve of wintergreen? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I'll take 4 of those. And then I'll take 4 more sleeves of the spearmint. And they're like, okay. I have a case of Zen to go because I'm traveling.
Hilarious. Like this is actually a funny conversation because my friend and I always have a joke that we always underestimate the amount of weed we're going to need.
Yep.
Always. And we know how much we smoke on vacation. And so it's like, I don't know why we're always thinking the bare minimum will suffice because it's inevitable that there's like a day and a half left and we're like, shit,
this sucks.
So I hope you overbought.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be sharing with homeless people. Dude, it's
you could
funny
probably
you say
sell
that.
them for a hell of a markup out there.
Yeah. Right. It's funny you say that about weed because I had a buddy and we were going up north and to go golfing. And I was like, you should take some of the warden's weed. Grab some. She's like you, and she's got bags, and she buys them, and it's like 5 joints in a thing, and they're all like diamond tipped and outrageously, so like the highest, most potent shit in the world. And I'm like, the warden doesn't care. She's very fucking. She's not selfish. She's like, hell yeah, share it with everybody. And so I'm like, just grab some weed so you have it up there. And he's like, oh, just this one what am I failing to come up with the word capsule, whatever they put them in, it's like a glass jar and there's like 5 joints in it. And he's like, oh no, that'll be plenty. I'm like, yeah, but they take up an inch by 3 inches of room. Like, why not grab 3 of them? Right. Just like, you'd never know. And he's like, no, I don't want to overdo it. I was like, dude, bring it back. You'll see the warden in 4 days. Who cares?
Yeah.
No. That's plenty. Day 2. Fuck. I wish I would have grabbed another jar. I'm like, yeah. So what are you, stupid? So I went and bought 40 tins.
Good.
I'm like, yeah, I have like 2 for every day.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah. Just better to overpack than,
Yeah.
that's my motto, at least when it comes to drugs.
Dude, when it comes to stuff that people like me and you need,
right?
Cigarettes,
right.
chewing tobacco, Zyn, weed, drugs, heroin. I don't care. Oh, you want to come home with like, wow, I'm really proud of myself. I brought quite a bit.
Yeah. This is me with melatonin as well that I take to sleep. If I run out of melatonin, I'm like, well, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping.
How much melatonin can you take? Can you take more
I've got
than
a pretty high tolerance for things?
Dude, I need that more than you know. And I have to run out. I got to go to Walmart next.
Oh, get some melatonin, Mike. Take a couple.
I've had so much trouble sleeping the last month. Like 2 a.m. Wow, I'm wide awake. Great. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what to do. So,
yeah.
And I haven't taken any melatonin, but I have taken it before. Like, what are they, like 5 milligram little tabs or something?
Yeah. I always take at least double, sometimes triple what they recommend.
Okay, so you can take 20 milligrams of it. And you're all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
100%. I'm putting that on the list. That is on my list of things to get. Yeah,
it will change your life. But if I run out, I'm like, well, I'm never sleeping. I'm just gonna lay there wide awake all fucking night because, like you just said, I need it. I've convinced myself I need it. Not that we have addictive personalities or anything.
No, not at all. And I don't think you can do a ton of damage with melatonin. Melatonin. Melanonin?
However, comments can be shared directly to a dedicated phone message.
What is that?
Whoa. What's that?
530-332.
What Hapeston?
Oh, that was so weird. The video you sent me that I have pulled up on Libs of TikTok just randomly started playing.
Oh.
In the background. Super
nice.
Weird. I meant to click this $40 super chat from Don't Click the Channel 7949.
Oh, wow.
You want to read it, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead. You read it.
Oh, you want me to read it? This is the first time I've caught you guys live, and this is my first super chat ever. We busted her super chat cherry.
I love it.
Wish I could give more. Love you guys and Merry Christmas. Heather Mock Like Hawk. Okay, I appreciate that from someone. I always say Temple, but with a Z. That's what I say for my last name. So we really appreciate. That's super nice. Thank you so much.
She's known as the Hawk from here on out.
Well, obviously.
So, yeah.
We busted the Hawks super chat cherry. Too bad 3G isn't here for this.
And you know what?
Uh-oh, Mike just froze. He was going to say something nice, and he froze. He's going to come back. Don't worry. Here he is.
Sorry about that. How dare you feel? The Hawk felt bad. I can only give 40. That's so generous. Don't
nice.
Feel bad.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that is tremendous in the holiday spirit. We were not going to do a show, so I'm glad you're here for this, Heather.
Yeah.
The other thing, so before we get to the couple stories I do have here, people might have noticed I was tweeting a lot yesterday because I was sitting in waiting rooms for I had to go get an oil change in the Expedition because me and Cece are taking that to California.
Yeah, hitting the road.
And then I didn't want to leave her screwed with the Lincoln that I drive. And so I'm like, I got to take that for an oil change, make sure everything's topped up. And so it's like, I'm sitting in a waiting room. It took me 2 hours sitting in the waiting room at the Ford dealer to get the Expedition done. And so I'm like,
is that I was necessary? On Twitter. What's the benefit, Mike? What was the benefit of going to the dealership? Did they do it for free?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's part of the
benefit then.
G and the warden like to do packages.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're the ones that are like, oh yeah, don't pay for a car wash. We have car washes on all these cars and they include the vacuum and all that.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, not on the Lincoln. I took the Lincoln in and I just did a standard oil change and that took an hour and a half. So I was tweeting a lot.
A drive-in one?
It was, but there was a line and I'm out of time. I'm out of fucking time.
Yeah.
But so then today I'm like, Marshy wants money for Christmas. And so I'm like, okay, I keep going. I got to go to the bank. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull out 1s, 2s, of course.
Yeah.
5s, 10s, 20.
They have twos just readily available at the bank?
Hell yeah.
That's
I got
awesome. Hell yeah.
$20 in twos.
Sweet.
Yeah. And so I'm going to give him just a stack of money.
That's a great idea for a tooth fairy, by the way, is to just get a bunch of twos.
Yeah.
Because that's like the most unique bill ever. And it's like magical. You know, go load up on $20 worth of twos. You got 10 teeth right there.
Exactly. And well, I've got all these twos and all this stuff. So I go to the bank and I'm sitting there, and the lady is the manager is helping me out. She's like, sorry, there's only one person at the front counter. She'll just be a minute. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm the only one in there. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. Because they make me take the money out, and in hundreds, you know, I took a couple $100 out, and then I'm like,
you change.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we could have just done this at the counter, but whatever.
Seems like they ask you what you prefer, like the denominations you prefer usually. Oh no, Mike froze again. But it seems like you would be able to say, you know, I want 2 2s and a 1.
Yeah. That's what I said. Am I still here with you? There's no one here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Everyone left.
Maybe you need a new computer, Mike.
Yeah, maybe. So they have like it's not an ATM. It's like an AI computer. It looks like an ATM, and it asks you what denominations you want. And the lady's talking to me the whole time, the manager, because we're the only ones in there. And I'm like, well, can't I just do this at the counter and take it out of my debit? And then she gives me, and she's like, no, just take it out of this, and then she'll exchange it for. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there. And she comes back. She's like, I'm so sorry for the delay. She had to go to the bathroom really bad.
Oh, hell no.
I go, oh, okay. And then she's like, yeah, she looked at me and she just said, I got to go right now. And she ran to the bathroom. 25 minutes I sat there.
Seems like the manager, instead of telling you that information.
Yeah.
Could have just walked up and handled the transaction.
Yeah.
Seems like.
But it was like, no, we're going to throw her right under the bus. Let you know she's taking a vicious shit for 25 minutes.
Oh,
like,
man.
She finally looks pale and comes out, and she's in a shitty mood. So she doesn't know that I know, but I know that I know. And I'm like, you're disgusting. You stinks. And I've been waiting 25 minutes for you. Well, you
have the knowledge that she just took like the world's biggest shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a massive hurry, like I got to go right now, and sprinted to the bathroom. So yeah, that was what my day entailed. And then we had to go get the Binks showered because she can't stinks when she goes to California.
No.
And so me and the warden took Chevy and Binky. I didn't know they did this, but in you know, getting an appointment somewhere is a nightmare. And so they have these where you can do it yourself, and they've got a station set up.
Yeah.
2 hours it took us. That's why I just got home.
I would.
And then, so last night after all this, I walk in the door at 5:00 local time, which is 7:00 where you are, and I'm kind of exhausted. And Christmas miracle happens. I've never experienced a Christmas miracle.
Tell me about it.
It was fantastic. So the warden wildly throws her back out. She's paralyzed, essentially in excruciating pain, can't get out of bed. She's completely laid up. So G doesn't have a +1 for his company Christmas party at Morton's.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. So I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go to Morton's. And so I went, and I had a big 12-ounce fillet and their mashed taters.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the whole table, they were like, one of the guys that was responsible for your new computer was there.
Oh, and thank you, sir.
Half of them listen. They're listeners.
Oh,
and so they're like, how does Amy like her computer? Yeah.
And I will have you know, it helped me with actual work because, as you know, Mike, we're procrastinators by nature.
The worst.
And if my expense report lady for my company ever ends up hearing this, I would like to apologize to you for my epic tardiness with expense reports. I suck at it.
Yeah,
Suck.
I do too.
So here we are at the end of the year, and she's pissed. She's like, you got to get them in. I haven't done it since August. I haven't done my expense report since August.
Yeah.
So, I have a regular computer with work, and all my receipts are on my phone, and it's the most annoying system ever, but I always have to email myself receipts, save the receipt, and it's this huge fucking process. But on this computer, because it's a Mac and it runs fast, I was able to just airdrop myself all of the receipts, drag and drop. It literally still took me 2 hours, but it would have easily taken me 4 hours on my regular computer. So shout out to
Tyler.
Shout out to Tyler. Thank you,
Tyler and G Money. Those guys, they were great. But then the whole table,
nice.
There were so many like appetizers and salads, and it took forever, kind of.
Yeah.
But then it was like 12-ounce fillet. Everyone ordered 12-ounce fillets. We're kind of undercooked, did them all the same. And so like 5 people at the table, I was like, I'm taking this home to the baby. The baby's having filet. And everyone was like, take mine too. Take mine too. Take mine. Take mine. 6 fillets from Morton's brought home last night.
Good.
I came home and lamb chops.
Oh man.
And so I walk in and she's like, where you been? I was like,
you smell good.
And Chevy's sitting there and they're like, what's in the box? What's in the box? And I'm like,
they know it's something really good.
Yeah. And so I brought 2 little mini lamb chops home.
Aww.
I hand one to Shebs, ate the whole thing, including the bone, and wouldn't let me take the bone out of her mouth. I'm like, give me this. She's like, fuck off. No, it's mine.
Yeah.
And then, so I held it for Cece and she ate the whole thing. And then we went to my room and I was like, you're getting a whole filet. You're just going to do what you do with it. And I gave her a filet, like 10 ounce and just barely cooked.
Love it.
Oh my God. She loves it. Yeah. And so there's like 3 more fillets we have to eat tonight.
Nice.
And tomorrow for lunch. So yeah, it was a Christmas miracle.
Yep.
It was
Love
awesome. Yeah. So what should we get to first? I want you to talk for a minute because I haven't shut up and I want to walk 5 feet and grab a water.
All right.
You want to start with one of your stories? Because I knew you had a couple things you wanted to get into.
Yeah, I've got a quick video that we can play here.
Okay, I'm listening.
As you know, Nick Reiner, Rob Reiner's son, has been arrested for his murder along with his wife, and who's representing him? But Big Dick Alan Jackson himself. And while I'm not as convinced at all of his innocence, I will never, and I mean never, turn down an opportunity to see Alan Jackson.
So let me ask you this, Ames. I had no idea. I know he was the lead attorney for Karen Reed.
Yes, he was.
Which is how you're familiar with him, and we're all familiar with him now.
And, just so you know, he actually was not her original attorney. She had a local Boston attorney, but she realized what she was up against, and she was looking up like top lawyers in the country, sent emails out to a bunch of them, but sent an email to Alan Jackson with the pictures of the arm. We all know the pictures of the arm that very clearly show he wasn't hit by a car. Right. And so Alan Jackson just gets this email and he opens the pictures and he's like, well, fuck, he wasn't hit by a car. And so he's like, yeah, I'm going to help you. And he helped her, pro bono. So.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be, I had no idea how big, like when I think of those lawyers, I'm trying to think like, Johnny Cochran, Mark Garagos,
he's
did Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, but I had never, usually I feel like you know those guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't really familiar with him, but you were saying he's like.
Yeah. He used to be a prosecutor in LA. and he prosecuted Phil Spector.
Okay.
And so now he's a defense attorney, and he was Kevin Spacey's defense attorney who got him off on the getting off thing.
Yep.
And that had to do with cell phone data, which is like why Karen was originally interested in Alan, because she's like, I know that this involves cell phone data, like, you know, so he was smart in that, and obviously it worked out. I love the guy. You know, here's the thing, he's a defense attorney, and what I've learned through watching, you know, trials and stuff is they're a necessary part of our system. I always wondered, like when I was little, how could you ever defend someone that you know murdered 2 people? How do you do it? How do you sleep at night? But you know,
because everyone is presumed innocent and has the right to a fair trial. And I want that. I want that system. You know, the who was it? The Jewish Defense League, whatever, back that were representing Nazis.
Yeah, the ADL.
And it was like a lot of people gave them shit. Like, how can it's like that's what this system's built on?
Yeah,
is, you know, a right to a fair trial. I was going to say the ACLU. Wasn't the ACLU? Boy, have they fallen off a fucking.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
But you know, where I run into issues, and I don't think that this is what's going to happen. Well, you know, you want a good defense attorney who can see you through the process and make sure they're not boning you over and make sure that your rights are intact and all that stuff. And where I foresee this going is some kind of insanity plea. He's never going to walk free, but and he's in liberal ass California, so he's probably going to do time in some kind of mental institution. If I had,
he would be facing the death penalty. I think Gavin Newsom a couple of years ago made it, you know, took the death penalty off the table. This is an interesting one. It would be interesting if it was like a homeless couple murdered by a, you know, legendary director's son.
Yeah.
Like, I bet someone like this could get him off of that.
Yes.
But he murdered the star.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem. And some of these details, I mean, the stories, it's LA. Yeah. People talk.
Yeah. And it's crazy too that, like, it all kind of stems from what it sounds like is Conan O'Brien's holiday party, which is Bill fucking wild. And Bill Hader, now all of a sudden, this trial is very likely, if it ever gets to that, they're going to have celebrity witnesses. Conan's going to have to get on the stand. Bill Hader's going to have to get on the stand. People who witnessed his meltdown at the party are going to have to get on the stand. It's going to be fucking wild.
Yeah, and LA is historically cameras in the courtroom, like televised trial.
Yeah.
You know, it's Hollywood. It's Tinseltown.
Yeah. He is being charged. So in California, if you're charged with special circumstances, that qualifies you for the death penalty. However, California has never carried out a death penalty in recent years. So even if he has been charged with that, they haven't quote unquote made a decision about the death penalty yet. But even if they found him, he would never.
It's Alan Jackson, right?
Alan, yeah.
Yeah. His job, where he would make the big bucks in a case like this, is I kept you alive, son. I kept you out of the fucking chair.
Yeah.
But I think you're totally right. I mean, if you look at, because I've seen a lot of these family photos and the whole family smiling arm in arm, this dude looks insane in every picture.
Yeah, he does.
Crazy eyes, like the other brother looks great, the daughter looks great, the parents look, and then it's like Nick, and in all the pictures, this kid has been a nightmare for decades. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have insane asylums. Like, this kid needed to be in a fucking hospital.
Yeah,
he needed to be in a hospital, safe from himself, from other people.
Well, what's crazy though is they could have afforded like a top-notch rehab center that he could have been in.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
So this is a brief press conference that Big Dick Alan Jackson had after court today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. I just have a couple of quick words. First of all, and most importantly, this is a devastating tragedy that has befallen the Reiner family. We all recognize that. Our hearts go out to the entire Reiner family. There are very, very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. These need to be thoroughly but very carefully dealt with and examined and looked at and analyzed. We ask that during this process you allow the system to move forward in the way that it was designed to move forward, not with a rush to judgment, not with jumping to conclusions, but with restraint and with dignity and with the respect that this system and this process deserves and that the family deserves. So with that, we are set for January 7th for an arraignment. That's the next court date. And that's all I have to say at this point. There may be more at some other point, but today we're going to rest on where we stand procedurally, which is this was a continuance of arraignment. Nothing happened today substantively. We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January. We'll see you then. Happy New Year.
You know, wow. I got to imagine that Karen Reed is probably like, hey, Alan, can we not represent the like highest profile murderer? You know, because it's just like she obviously is what she is, and her case was very different. But it's like now her name is dragged into this. So it's like Karen Reed's attorney is now defending Nick Reiner, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Can you leave me out of it?
Yeah. Well, hers in particular is a really strange story. It's kind of like the Scott Peterson trial, where you take someone from kind of, you know, mid America, not location wise, but just like who they are. They're not known people. They don't have jobs that make it like a story that the national press would grab.
Right.
And there's thousands of these a day going on all over the country. Yeah. Why Scott Peterson becomes international news? Why Karen Reed? Why this dumb, like, oh, did this chick kill her boyfriend or not?
People love a conspiracy and people love corruption.
Yeah,
and but it had it all. It had it all. It had murder. It had, you know, a mystery. It had conspiracy. It had dirty cops.
Yeah. And that all lends to it, but they're not known people, and people are killed every day in this country. Like, why that one?
Right.
Why that one? You know, you've seen it over the years with like someone who's incredibly good looking. You know, there's usually some factor.
Yeah, like they're an OnlyFans model, or, you know.
Right. But Karen Reed, it's kind of weird. Like, okay.
I think it's just the shocking nature of it. Like, it really blew up when it kind of made it out that Jennifer McCabe had Googled how long to die in the cold at 2:27. That's when it really blew up, and people were like, hold on.
Yeah. What's going on here? Why
didn't you look into anybody else? And then, you know, everything else just kind of unfolded from there. But so Nick Reiner being represented by Alan Jackson, which can't be cheap.
No. But is that going to be a pro bono? No, that he'll charge for that one.
No. Yeah, he would. Yeah, big money. I guarantee Alan Jackson was like, yeah, I'll come represent you. Here's what I'm charging you.
I wonder if that sticks, though, because my guess is the other brother and Romy or whatever, the daughter, is not like dying to pay for Nick's defense. Romy is the one. He
has his own money from that stupid movie they made. I'm sure. I mean, not that he's been great with money, but
no,
he might have like. Does he have anything that he could turn over to Alan Jackson?
Well, my guess is, and I don't know how this works.
It's a story.
If you kill your super rich parents and they're don't know what's going on here. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You said you killed your super rich parents.
And and then there's an inheritance that comes in. It's like, did he all of a sudden come into $20 million because the parents are dead and now all the kids get to split this vast fortune? Or is it like, no, dude, you can't kill your parents and expect to use the windfall on your defense? Like, I don't know how that works.
Especially if you get caught the next day. The Menendez brothers, they got their inheritance and got to spend it all before they got arrested.
Right.
But I would imagine logistically what would happen, presumably that if he's still in the will, it would go to some type of like probate court where they would have to say, "Hey, our brother murdered our parents, so we should cut him out," because otherwise they
You-
have to follow what the will says, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
Mike's gonna get so mad. Especially because he sent me this really nice computer, and I have had nary an issue since I've
No,
gotten this computer. Nary
this
an
makes.
issue.
I've had no issues unless Marshall's playing games, and he's not here. He's not here. He's not on a game. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. Things are being worked on behind the scenes. Trust me. There's a lot of conversations, and we'll get into them in the new year. But yeah, these details, though, Nick Reiner is not going to do well in prison.
I don't know that he's ever gonna be in, like, regular prison.
You think he's gonna go with the insanity plea, and then he's gonna end
Yeah,
up in
but I also think he's gonna be in the medical unit of wherever he's at, or he'll be in, you know, some type of special solitary type lockup. He's not gonna be in, like, Gen Pop.
But I got to think those super entitled kids, Hollywood kids, you know, even if you're safe, you're in a special wing for celebrities. Like I have a feeling this is a kid who was handed everything, no matter how much he was a absolute pain in the ass.
Mike, the Menendez brothers are dads. They didn't go in with kids, and they're dads now. So, like, how bad can celebrity jail really be?
Yeah, interesting. They really are their dads now?
Yes.
So from what, conjugal visits?
Yes.
Wow. Incredible.
So
That's
it's
incredible.
like, is it really that bad? I think once you resort to the fact that this is your life, like, I think that's probably the hardest hurdle to get over is,
Yeah.
holy shit, now this is my life. But once you adapt to, okay, this is my life, and I have to have some sort of routine, and you get your fucking tablet, and you go on, like, meetaninmate.com, and you've got people sending you money on your commissary, and you can get music and movies, and, you know, you can have conjugal visits and shit. Like, how bad is it really?
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but
No, maybe you're right. Maybe they, because I've heard that too, that it's like, yeah, once you've been there a few weeks, months, and you kind of like, this is my new normal, you end up, it's not that bad. But
it
I
will
gotta
be
think,
interesting to see if another thing he could do is pull in Menendez's defense
yeah.
and
And
say,
say like, Day touched me when I was
and it's
young.
his word against two dead parents.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And honestly, nothing would surprise me about Hollywood. Nothing.
No.
I mean,
No.
it just wouldn't, as sad as that sounds.
I was
It's
just
not-
watching his he was on with Bill Maher's podcast, like the show he does, not his HBO show, but the
Yeah, Clubhouse, Club
yeah,
Random.
Club Random. He was on there like 2 months ago.
Rob Reiner was?
Yeah. And it popped up on my YouTube today, so I was watching it, and he seemed, super liberal, but he seemed to me more reasonable when I watched him on Bill Maher than he did when I followed him on Twitter, and he seemed like a complete and utter psychopath on Twitter.
Yeah.
But, I saw James Woods, who's an actor who's very conservative, obviously. And he was on Fox News after the news, and he was saying, Rob Reiner saved my career. If it weren't for him, like, we were such great friends, and people would always say, like, how could you be friends with someone who has such wacky opinions? And it's like, he was like, and I get it, because I've got liberal friends and family,
Yeah.
and, we just don't talk about it. And that's how you get through it, because you know them on a different level. That's not the only thing you have in common. So it's like, you don't have to talk about it because you have other shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But he was just saying, he said, I know that Rob Reiner loved this country, and I love this country. He said, so we just had different ways of getting there. And I didn't agree with his, and he didn't agree with mine. But I know that we were both like going towards that same common goal. And so, I felt sad watching him on Bill Maher. I was like,
Yeah.
this is this is a sad situation. It's
Oh,
sucky.
it's a
It's
horrible
horrible.
situation.
I feel
Yeah,
horrible. And it sounds like the daughter didn't know the mom was also dead at the time.
I know. Yeah, it sounds
Which
like
I wonder what that's about.
they got in this fight at Conan's house, and like he wasn't even invited, but it sounds like he was living in the guest house at his parents' house, and they were obviously invited to Conan's Christmas party and called and were like, we don't feel comfortable leaving Nick home alone. Can we bring him? And so this dirtbag fucking kid in a hoodie shows up to the party and is asking really strange questions like of everybody there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That he asked everybody at the party, what's your name? What's your last name? And are you famous? And including to Bill Hader.
So weird.
Like, this is a kid who grew up in Hollywood, was working in that system, like trying to make movies. Like, he would know all these people. Like, just sounds insane. And so I don't know how that led directly. I hope we hear from
he's
Bill.
Trying to like embarrass his parents or something, you know, like he's just going to be super obnoxious and, oh, are you famous? Are you famous? Are you, like just trying to be a total dickwad.
So weird.
Making people feel uncomfortable. So they ask him to leave so he can go lay in wait for his parents.
Yeah. Well, then,
I just wonder what led to, and it sounds like they were found in the bedroom.
Yeah. So they left the party. So the stories that I've heard so far are that Rob Reiner and Michelle, his wife, got into this fight in front of people with Nick, and they left the party. And it's not known if Nick left right then too, or if he stayed behind. And so they went home, and it sounds like that night they go to bed, and then Nick went in and slit their throats
while they were sleeping.
Yeah, or that's the theory right now, is that
I hope for their sake that's what happened, because they probably didn't know if that was the case.
Well, you think of people that have died, who was it? The actor from SNL that was killed in his sleep by his crazy wife.
Yeah. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. Phil Hartman,
which was a horrible story too. He was just shot in the head. He probably never. He's sleeping 1 minute and then he wakes up, it's
if you wake up and you have that split second of terror, or if, the person who he killed second realized it happened to their spouse.
Yeah. Well, you got to think in this situation, like you'd get your throat slit and immediately open your eyes, because you don't just drop dead like a bullet to the head.
Well, no, but you, if you're like, if they cut your like carotid artery or your you're dead instantly. Like Charlie was dead instantly.
You think?
Yeah.
That was a bullet though.
I know, but it like if you cut like a certain artery in your neck, if there's any like nurses or doctors in the chat, help me out. But I'm pretty sure that if you slit a certain part of your neck, you're instantly dead, because it cuts off everything to your brain. So even if your eyes are open, I don't know that you can comprehend anything that's going on. Like you're dead for all intents and purposes.
But I think you're right to assume that as soon as that happened, you would go after the dad first, right?
You would think, yeah.
The bigger one, and then deal with the mom next. You would think the mom would wake up to like whatever jolt in bed that would happen, whether it's automatic reflexes. Like the mom would wake up and be like, what? Like someone in that room knew what was going on. Like, what a horrible scene. And then the kid takes off from the house covered in blood. I mean, just a shit show. I wonder if we'll see the pictures from inside that house.
Well, yeah. I'm sure we've seen the OJ photos.
Yeah, true. Great point. And then he goes to the pier side, Santa Monica, around 4 a.m., which is a $400 a night boutique hotel, really close to the Santa Monica Pier. As you know, one of my favorite piers.
Yeah, over by USC.
Yeah. 5-minute walk.
So how far is that from Brentwood? What are we talking?
We're in Brentwood, and right next door is where,
Well, so but I thought Rob lived in Brentwood.
Yeah.
So is it 4 hours you said away?
No.
Where he was found?
He was found in L.A., downtown L.A. But he
So how
checked
far
in,
away from Brentwood?
that not that far, especially at that hour late at night.
So how far from Brentwood to USC?
I don't think that's far at all.
Okay.
It's a
So he
big
didn't go
area,
far.
but yeah. And it sounds like he was on foot. Like, I think he went into like a gas station and bought some stuff.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, they've got him on camera. So it was
So
a
crazy.
5-minute walk from that Santa Monica Pier area to the LA Metro line that goes directly to the Exposition Park, where he was eventually arrested in downtown LA.
Where did he go all bloody? Did he?
I guess
sounds
the
like there
maids,
was blood all over his hotel room. So how did he get to the hotel room?
He hung sheets. I don't know if he walked there or if he couldn't have taken a cab. I don't know if he drives.
Yeah, and like, wouldn't you be seen super bloody on like public transportation?
Not to mention, it's late at night. No one knows what had happened, and you're at your house. Go to the guest house, shower, and throw on some clothes.
He was living in the guest house, so you would think maybe he went there. But it sounds like they said that there was blood all over the hotel room.
Yeah, he hung sheets, bed sheets in the windows, and then the shower was completely covered in blood. And so, just shows you the mental state. Like, why wouldn't you just go into the backyard, into the guest house, take a shower, throw on some new clothes, and get the fuck out of town? Like, that would make sense. What, you would traipse blood all over through the house, and then all the way to the Santa Monica, the Pierside Santa Monica at $400 a night, and get blood all over the shower in there.
So USC is like 15 miles from Brentwood. Said it would take about 20 to 50 minutes driving, or you could take public transit, which would take about an hour. That's insane.
Yeah.
I wonder how he got there.
Probably public transit. I don't know. I'm surprised we don't know yet. There's cameras everywhere. You would think they would have a timeline to be like.
He hasn't even been arraigned yet, so they're not going to release any of that stuff. But you'd think we'd at least have heard stories of people in the know, like stuff gets leaked or whatever. But I don't know.
And we will. We'll hear all that. As far this morning when I printed this story, they said police are trying now to trace his movements between Saturday night when he was at the party at Conan's, and his arrest at 9:15 Sunday night in downtown LA.
He could have had a vehicle, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. He could be one of those guys that doesn't drive, gets driven everywhere. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's wild.
So, yeah, a source says Nick may have killed his parents after the party. Well, yeah, I'm assuming he killed his parents after the party.
Yeah.
I think that's safe to say. He could have done it not long after they all went home, meaning he went there, slit their throats in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I wonder how long they were there for, because she didn't find him till the afternoon.
Well, a masseuse showed up, knocking on the door at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for like a 2 o'clock massage for Rob and Michelle, and no one answers. And so she alerts the daughter across the street. So the daughter goes, oh, let me see what's going on. Opens the door, sees her dad, doesn't even realize mom's laying next to him, and goes screaming out of the house. And her roommate across the street calls 911. The daughter calls Billy fucking Crystal. Which is wild. What a scene. What a scene. But, these people are, it's starting to come out that, and we'll get so many of these stories in the coming days, but apparently he threw, friends are like, oh yeah, you knew to avoid Nick. He threw these hellacious tantrums as a little kid, was just a nightmare to handle. When you're going to rehab before your 15th birthday, this has been a battle going on for, like I said, decades.
Yeah.
Decades. Just crazy.
Do you want to watch some Fannie Willis clips? I've got some funny clips of her.
You know what? I get so mad at
she's so ghetto.
She's so ghetto.
Wait till you see these clips. It's insane.
The problem is I cannot, and I know people go, oh, you voted for Trump. Well, I cannot believe people would vote these types of people into power positions.
I know.
That are so clearly like the shittiest humans on earth.
Yeah.
Like Fannie Willis, everything we've seen, like she got more ghetto as people questioned her.
Oh, and that's exactly what happened today. It starts off like she's like a little ghetto at the beginning, and it slowly just builds up to her just being in the fucking hood, in the ghetto, like in a fight with the gang across the street. I mean, she's just...
What is this? So
this
what
is...
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a Georgia Senate hearing. They have like a special committee and they're bringing in district attorneys like Fannie Willis to get their opinion on reform into special investigations. So it obviously was spurred off of the Trump thing because that was all super shady. And she hired her boyfriend to be the special prosecutor. So that she's obviously the one that they wanted. But they brought in other district attorneys to get their opinions on how the law should be versus kind of how Fannie Willis did things. So Fannie obviously did not want to appear in front of this committee. She did not want to be asked any of these questions. She's there with counsel, who happens to be the former governor of Georgia. And he's a fucking mess too.
So what are they questioning? Her like work she did, or
expenditures? How are you paying for things? Why did you pay this dude so much when you had all these other attorneys on staff who were getting big giant salaries?
Yeah.
So she doesn't like being questioned. And you'll recall back in, Ashley Merchant, she was an attorney, one of the Trump team attorneys who was she's this blonde woman, and she's the one who was examining Fannie Willis when she got on the stand in that pink dress, and they were having that whole back and forth, and the affair with this guy came out and stuff.
Yeah,
so
the cabin, wasn't there a cabin?
Yeah, there was a cabin. Yeah. So I have some clips. I have some timestamps. I pulled it up here because she gets progressively more ghetto.
She seems not bright to me too.
She's not.
Yeah.
She's just not. And okay, so, and of course, everything is race related. Everything. It's like, I know that you guys don't like diversity, but blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they're talking about, who did you hire for, as special prosecutors on the Trump case? And it's like, I hired these three people, a black man, a white man, and a white woman. Diversity. That was on purpose. Ugh. And it's just like, you are such a miserable bitch.
Yeah, this isn't, I'm so thrilled that this isn't sticking. They're throwing it against the wall and it's not sticking anymore. People are done playing this game where you just lean on victimhood or race for everything. It's not working for these clowns.
And it's actually really funny because the guy who's questioning her does not ever really get rattled, and he lets her like filibuster and then completely ignores what she says and then just asks the question again. And it's hilarious. Okay, so I don't know what this clip's about, but this is the first one.
That's accurate. I know I believe he did some work for the Attorney General, although the Attorney General never tries as many cases as my office. But different people are needed for different things. And the people of Fulton County elected me to make those decisions. And I know y'all want to come in and be daddy and create QAnon committees that will judge prosecutors and have these committees. But unfortunately for you, I won this vote by 68% this time, 87 in the Democratic, 68 the general, 72% last time. So the people of Fulton County have selected me to make these choices, and I make them. And my city and county are safer because I make them.
In your prior testimony with Ms. Ashley Merchant.
This is where she goes off on Ashley Merchant.
She referred to as block billing. How would you describe block billing?
Oh, let's talk about Ms. Merchant.
Let's just talk about block billing, please.
We're not.
I've opened the question to block billing.
The credibility of whoever saying it is an issue.
Well, then let's just...
So I'd like to talk about what this committee did the last time we were here, and for the press, I will have 50 copies of this so each person can get a copy. You all, the last time y'all had a committee meeting, all purported this lie that I had the honor of meeting Vice President Kamala Harris.
I'm going
to this question right now. And when you stated that, You stated that it was me and it was Mayor Dickens. And then you put this exhibit up for the entire world to see. How disingenuous, how lacking of integrity for Ms. Merchant as an attorney. To
Holding it upside down, by the way.
Who I noticed is cowardly not here to have it here. This clearly says, I'm at a Black History Month project. Almost every important Black elected official across the country was invited to it. I'm on the line with a cocktail. And yet y'all tell the world I was sitting down with the vice president having a meeting. It was a damn lie. And this is the evidence of it. And y'all had the audacity to put it up on a screen as if you were showing something other than the DA was having a cocktail on the lawn. I have never even had the honor of meeting Vice President Kamala Harris. Never.
How would you define block billing?
Like somebody who didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Hilarious.
The fact that he gave in 0 to that temper tantrum was fucking so funny.
Awesome. Testifies special. Okay, Committee on Investigation.
Okay, I'm going to play, I think, something else funny happens here.
I don't review those documents, so you're asking me to look at documents that I haven't for the first time.
Now, keep in mind, I'm gonna equate this to people in Detroit, so you might know. This would be the equivalent of Kim Worthy, the Wayne County District Attorney prosecutor, who, she was instrumental, I think, back in the Kwame days, whatever. Kim Worthy. That would be like her sitting in front of our Michigan Senate acting this way.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
ma'am,
clowns.
You're elected.
Yeah.
You're elected, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is your fucking job. For you to have this level of attitude is fucking insane.
What I can tell you is that I
I'll give you
allowed
time.
Mr. Wade to
Control.
bill 160 hours a week, and then Mr. Wade would be the first one in the office making sure that my staff arrived. He corrected their behavior. They thought that 8:30 meant 8:30. He taught them that 8:30 means 7:45. He got there before them. He left after him. He taught them how to do this case, and he was a leader to that team and a public servant. And for that, him like me has been threatened thousands of times. You want something to investigate as a legislator? Investigate how many times they called me the N-word. Why don't you investigate that? Why don't you investigate them writing on my house? Why don't you investigate the fact that my house has been swatted? If you want something to do with your time that makes sense, and you can use all this in your campaign ad, you attacked Fonnie Willis. What have you done, sir? Nothing.
So I'm going to refer you to the screen. I know you said you don't approve.
I don't look at this. I've never seen it, so I can't talk to you about documents I don't approve and don't review. Can't talk to you about it.
Who does approve the documents in your office when invoices come in?
I thought we'd been through this.
I don't believe you said who reviews the invoices and approves the invoices in your
First of all, I have no first-hand knowledge of it.
You have no first-hand knowledge.
You want me to testify about something I don't have any first-hand knowledge of?
I'm asking.
Are you asking me to speculate? Because I've clearly told you I don't have any first-hand knowledge of it, and I'm not going to speculate.
What an embarrassment.
The question is, when an invoice comes into your office from a special assistant district attorney, what is the review process for that invoice before it's paid?
And she's answered this. She said she has a deputy of operations, and he reviews, or she reviews, and then it goes through the county side. It's a repetitive question.
What's the name of the deputy of operations?
The question has been asked and answered, and I believe it goes straight to the county, so I'm not sure. Dexter Bond.
Okay. Do you know who ATG...
I mean, what a cunt.
Yeah. If she wasn't the district attorney and you were seeing her on video, it'd be in a Popeye's chicken as she fucking was throwing stuff around the restaurant.
I know. You're so right. You're so right.
That's what the vibe she's giving off.
100%. I think this is another.
And just to clarify, I want to make sure that I have the record correct here. You're unaware of who Mr. Wade...
I can't recall those level of details. I know you want to take me back to 1948, where an African-American prosecutor can only prosecute certain types of people, but I prosecute and stand up for all victims that come into my circuit.
Good for you.
I mean, what are you even saying, lady? You are so fucking crazy. And then
you looked really like you're up to something.
Yeah.
Like you're covering for something when you can't calmly explain how your office works, why this or that. It's so defensive.
And I don't think
this is
have
a cornered animal.
I don't think I have the clip on here, but at one point she just goes on this whole diatribe and he cuts her mic.
Really?
Yeah, and you can still hear her loud ass voice when he cuts her mic and she doesn't even realize it. It's so fucking funny. Okay, let me see what this clip's about.
Record by this document where he put up a false document trying to prove that I met with the vice president. That shows you he does not have ethics. But there is somebody running for attorney general that has been a state prosecutor, a federal prosecutor, a civil rights attorney, and a state's legislature. So if people want to vote for people that are ethical and actually have the experience to do the job, I say go donate now to Tanya Miller.
Yeah, so she uses this time in the state senate to fucking lobby for her people. Like, she's so insane. She's so fucking crazy.
This screams someone so out of their league, just microwave through because she's a woman and black and can't handle it.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to behave, you know.
Folks that were broke into the Capitol and
This
Worth
one.
on your behalf.
Who's this?
I don't
old
recall
codger?
ever speaking.
He's the old governor. He used to be governor.
Okay,
And he's an attorney, and he's representing her.
gotcha.
They talk about January 6th here.
Ugh.
To any one of the January 6th committee. What you asked me, though, is have I ever met someone? I am a public official. I meet people all over this country all the time. Shake hands, take pictures, kiss babies, all the things elected officials do. So I have no idea if I've ever met someone that may have been part of the January 6th committee.
And I want, what is J6? Is that where they stormed the Capitol
And killed a police officer?
Killed a police officer? Is that
Yeah,
the same
no.
committee we're talking about? So that it's clear on the record.
The ones that have been exonerated, we say that we stand with law enforcement, but don't care when police officers get killed.
We're going to continue on to the next
Which
question,
police
Governor. You were
officer
here.
got killed January 6th?
This is the thing, Mike. A huge missed opportunity. I understand and I appreciate his position this whole time, which has been I'm not going to give in to her fucking lunatic rants, and I'm just going to keep going. But I would have said in that moment, ma'am, who died on January 6th?
Yeah,
Who killed him? Who was prosecuted for it?
Yeah.
Tell me the details right now, because I have yet to hear that story.
yeah. I've heard stupid rumors. I would think you would know more than than
I
most,
know of a
Annie.
guy who died of a heart attack the next day. I know of that guy.
Yep, absolutely.
I know
As
of
far
one
as we
person
know-
who was shot at the Capitol, and her name is Ashley Babbitt.
Yep, and she was
So-
shot by a cop.
Right.
That we know, and you guys gave him medals. So
All right, I have one other quick clip here, I think.
People from doing the right thing. And you think that you're going to intimidate.
Yeah, this is a good one.
ugh.
This helps you develop legislation. How?
The very next day, there was a conversation between Mr. Wade. I'm sorry, there was an 8-hour, was described here as an interview with DC and the White House.
Interview with who?
It reads interview DC/White House. It's on the screen.
Ask and answer. They said that they had.
And I'm laying a foundation here, Governor.
Don't answer yet. Let me listen to the question.
On November 18th, the very same day as this 8-hour phone call with the White House, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Special Counsel Jack Smith. And around that same period of time, some news reports say the same day, but we know within 2 weeks of that time, Matthew Colangelo, who's the former third highest ranking official at DOJ, tendered his resignation to take a position in the Manhattan prosecutor's office, which would go on to also indict President Trump.
He committed crimes in a lot of places.
And convicted by the jury of his peers.
Shut up, you old fuck.
Yeah.
And you know,
So
you all want to, no, this is very important.
November-
You all want to intimidate people from doing the right thing. And you think that you're going to intimidate me. You all have been trying to intimidate me for 5 years, which is why I have not been able to live in my house for 5 years, because the N-word has been written on my house. Thousands of threats have come to my office. And instead of doing some legislation, when someone, when someone says something inflammatory
I don't
that you
believe
know is going to cause them to be the victims of crime, you want to do something about it. But you see, I'm not Marjorie Taylor Greene. I ain't going to quit in a month because somebody threatens me. I took an oath to do the right thing. People came into my community and committed a crime, and I indicted them. And rest assured, if someone else comes in my community and commits a crime, I will indict them again.
Like, you ghetto ass
rat.
bitch. Shut the fuck up. You are so ghetto. And the thing is, the fact that he doesn't ever raise his voice. He doesn't ever give in to her shit. It makes it even more unhinged. Because it's like, hey, lady, what are you yelling at? No one's yelling at you. Why are you yelling?
And don't you think, by the way, if the N-word was written all over her house, that would probably be front page news for 6 months?
Of course. Of course it would be.
So we're just supposed to take your word.
And
that
hey,
this
by the way, it's not illegal
N-word.
to call someone the N-word. It's illegal to spray paint it on your house.
Yeah.
But sorry, it's not you. I guarantee she calls her friends that.
Yeah. Oh, that.
So spare me.
Yeah, we see the behavior she exhibits.
I mean,
100%
she is
she
so
does.
fucking ghetto. Can you
So
imagine
ghetto. What an
acting like that?
embarrassment! Like if you're in Georgia, and it's like this is what we have representing us,
And you have no recourse until the next election. Let me tell you, if I went in to a board meeting or some meeting like that, and I acted like that for 5 seconds, I would be fired.
Oh yeah, and rightly so.
Rightly so.
Honestly,
Because that's
like
not how you act.
yeah,
But people who don't, they know that there's no repercussions. They know maybe you would act like that if you knew I could do literally whatever the fuck I
yeah,
want and you can do nothing. You
yeah,
can do nothing. So
yep,
maybe that's why people act like that. I don't know. I've never been in that position.
yeah. It's what it seems like. Yeah, people's behavior is so unhinged. We see it time and time again. The other one, and I know I told you we wouldn't go too long here. So, but I wanted to play the video of the lady at
Oh,
Target. I mean,
I would not have been able to react how this lady reacted.
oh, I mean, look, and I'm sure a lot of you saw it. It's viral. And hold on before you pull that up, Ames. I'll play the actual video because that's.
Oh, I was gonna play the actual video. I have it
Oh,
here.
you have it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So it's here you have a woman who I don't know how old she looks like she's 75.
Yeah.
80 years old,
Working at Target.
Like she looks like she should be retired. Getting ready for the holidays with grandkids, and she's pulling a shift at Target. And obviously she's a religious person, a Catholic, a Christian of some sort, wearing her Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yeah.
She's got her tag on it.
Yeah.
And she's got to deal with this cunt who the thing that bothers me and what I tweeted about yesterday was like, imagine thinking you're the good guy.
I know.
She thinks she's a hero. Look at me, the hero, calling out injustice. You're a fucking bull.
Bully. Huge bully. And, yeah, she's just such a cunt.
She's a bully is what I was saying there, Ames.
Yeah.
Like
Huge bully.
this is so infuriating to me because like this is someone not bothering you. She's just doing her fucking job at Target.
Right.
9 days before Christmas, I have to wear a red shirt. She's got a red Freedom Charlie Kirk shirt. Good for her. Millions of people supported Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a good guy, no matter what bullshit you've been led to believe.
Right.
He was. And so, yeah, this is the interaction from this wannabe hero.
Hold on.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes.
So
Why? Why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not
It's
a
a
Target
red
shirt.
shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
Why the fuck would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with
You're not. You should go
over
get
it.
your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable.
That's your opinion.
The
ma'am.
opinion is he's a fucking racist and you support him.
That's your opinion, ma'am.
And you
Have a nice
should
day.
you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your fucking head. That's insane.
Have a
Insane.
nice day.
In fucking insane.
What a bitch.
Piece of shit.
You're the piece of shit, ma'am.
Yeah, and it's not even close.
Not even
All-
close.
You know what I thought when I first saw this video, as my blood is boiling as I'm watching it, I'm like, Amy would wear that shirt in public. Why don't these people ever have the why
I
can't
want
someone
it to happen so bad.
I know. I
So
want it to
bad.
happen so bad. Because you would not have been
Oh.
as nice as that lady. taken
No.
that.
No.
Yeah.
No. I probably would have had to be bailed out of jail. And I probably would have been fired from my Target job because I would have popped off on her. That lady, I can't handle stuff. Generally, I feel like you get farther with people when you're nice.
Yeah.
I generally believe that. But in these types of situations, nice is not in my repertoire in these
No.
types of situations.
It's
like if
just
you're
so-
being a bitch, you're going to be met with
Oh, yeah. Even if
attitude.
you're at work. Like, no. uncalled for. And it's so like the level of narcissism, the level of ego you have to stick a camera in someone's face, use really, like, we swear a lot. We're on a podcast. People have to seek us out. They know what they're getting with us. That is so rude to do, to use that language. And then to just like it's a known fact. Charlie was a racist, and you are purposefully wearing that t-shirt because you're also a racist and support racists. Like, that leap that she's making is so, like, you're a mental patient.
Yeah.
If that's where you've gotten to.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
So gross.
So I'm glad we find out, because this chick thinks she's got it. I have the video. She's this racist in public, and we can't have racists in society. Look what I got, everybody. And people are like, identify her and get her fucking fired from her job. I love it. And so people, and I'm the last person that wants people fired from their jobs for almost anything. Like, what my relationship with my employer is none of your business. I'm not bothering you. You walk up out of nowhere and start shit. Well, guess what? When you behave like that, maybe it's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So
although I don't necessarily, I agree with you, but I don't necessarily have an issue with this guy's statement.
So we find out she works at Enlone Health, and this is Michelia Ponce.
Yeah.
She's an employee, and she's the one, Michelia, nice name. She's the idiot, asshole, cunt that started filming this, senior citizen pulling a fucking shift at Target during the holidays.
Yeah.
And so the CEO of Enlon Health, that alone, if you're working for a company and your CEO is making public statements because of your behavior, you done fucked up, son. So I don't know.
However, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. When I was doxxed and reported for my tweet, it made it to my CEO's desk. Now, he didn't have to make a public statement. It didn't go that viral, but he was aware of it.
Yeah.
It made it that high up. And so that's why I don't have as much of an issue with this guy's response. I think his response, we'll play it here in a second, is as good as it can be given the circumstances. I would hope to find out that they fired her, and I'm sure we would find that out beyond them having to say it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. I'm sure she'll bitch about it or something. But like, he basically says, and I'll play it, that they don't comment on employee matters. But
yeah, and it's a health company.
Hello, Health.
Yeah.
Right.
Acknowledges that the off-hours behavior by a medical assistant employed in one of our outpatient clinics, as depicted in a recent social media post, was abhorrent and deeply concerning for our caregivers, our organization, and our community. The target employee who was verbally accosted in this post deserves significant credit for handling the situation in a calm and collected manner.
So far, I think this is good. Like, our employee done fucked up, and kudos to the target person for not smacking her in the face.
Yep.
We appreciate the many individuals who have seen this post and exercised restraint as they voice their personal views regarding the situation. Unfortunately, many thousands of others have chosen to use profanity-laced language to express their disapproval to Enlo caregivers. Apart from being unfair to our staff, these comments have overwhelmed our phone systems, impeding our ability to serve patients and their families. Rest assured, the behavior depicted in this... And
see, that's where it's like, I don't love that.
Yeah.
You don't go treat the employees of Enlone Health like shit just because Michelia is a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't clog up the local clinic's phone lines because you want to bitch about Michelia. Send in an email. Send them a tweet. What are you doing?
I do kind of like, hey, you have people that work for your company, and they're acting like absolute entitled assholes in society.
Yeah, but why do you have to Mike, would you ever contact Michelia's work?
Me? No.
Okay,
no.
but so it's the thing had gone viral, right? Like, I don't know I can't imagine what it would take in me to be like, I'm going to call there and demand action. It's like, what? Yeah, they're going to fucking find out. They don't need me to call.
You hope, but if it's an overwhelming thing, like, I want it to be known nationally that if you behave this obnoxiously in public, there might be consequences for it. People have had it with this, like,
but it's not the company's fault.
No, it's not at all.
So that's what I mean about like flooding phone lines and shit, and like, being assholes to their employees. Like, that's just stupid. That's dumb. It's not their fault that they hired an asshole,
But I look at it, I firmly believe that there are people out there, and you hate to even think about it. We saw signs of it with the FEMA stuff where it was like, if there's someone with a Trump lawn sign, leave them, skip them, that house. When you're talking about extreme emergencies, someone works in the healthcare industry and has an issue, and I don't know what Miss Shalea does for them, but if she's in any way dealing with the public on some level and responsible for signing off on care or administering care, if you walked in there with a MAGA hat on, that person would not be stable enough and professional enough to not give care that was not equal across the board regardless. Like, that's how bad that is.
I agree. It does make it different that she's in the medical field.
Yeah.
I think if you were local, maybe you'd have more of a concern of like, hey, am I going to, run into this chick?
Yeah. You should be able to wear a I love Joe Biden shirt, go into a hospital and have any conservative nurse on the planet give you the utmost care. Right.
And I know that in my position where I don't treat people like treat patients, the amount of courses that we're required to take of, anti-bullying, anti-harassment, like you can't, discriminate against people and all that is probably tenfold in the medical field.
Yeah.
And so
100%.
But what's interesting is they never think it applies to them. They think it only applies to us. So it's like, oh, well, those MAGA people, they're the only ones that really need that, those courses, because it doesn't apply to us. We can be as shitty as we want to them.
Right.
They just can't discriminate against us, but we can discriminate against them plenty. That's totally fine. Like, they think they have no repercussions. So I of course think she should have been fired.
No, that's a great point. She honestly, in her heart of hearts, believes she's a good person and not a monster in society. You're the worst people in society.
Right.
Those people that are the loudest, most obnoxious, entitled jerks. They're bullies. They're society's bullies. And I want them.
And they're the first people who are going to clutch their pearls if you say that a chick can't become a guy or vice versa.
Exactly.
And it's but this is how you act in public, lady. What are you even saying? This person didn't do anything to you.
Yeah, you're walking around society praying to be aggrieved. And what I think overwhelmingly is these are the types of people who are in the most extreme echo chambers of all.
Yeah.
They're the ones living on blue sky and thinking that the country as a whole agrees with them and they're the good guy. And it's
like, it never crossed her mind that could go viral and it could work against her.
Right.
I don't think that ever crossed her mind. Like, oh, my followers are going to love this.
Love this. And here I am, once again, the hero, standing up for the little person, standing up against hate, standing up against racism, and to get punched in the fucking mouth with, you're a total asshole.
Yeah.
You're the problem. And the thing I know about her, that's the type of person who can't have certain people in her presence.
Totally.
Have family over at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, she gets tricked by a stranger at fucking Target wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt. So, I just don't understand. Where do I have to go? Where do I have to go to find these people?
Yeah.
They're not at my Target. Every time I go to Target, I wear something controversial and no one ever approaches me.
Yeah. I know it's sad. It's an online bully thing mostly. But the cool thing is they set up a give, send, go for her.
Yeah. How much? did she
I
raise?
think I think they were trying to raise $50,000 to send her on a proper vacation.
Nice.
And last I saw it was at $38,000.
Aw.
And now it's getting press. My
Yeah.
guess is people are going to donate over the top to that.
Yeah.
And I hope she never has to work again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
She looks like she's
What a
not in
nice
great physical health.
Yeah.
You know, she looks like she's older, like pulling shift at Target. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not where she wants to be at 75 years old, whatever she is, 80 years old.
Yeah.
Like, good. You know what? Why don't we raise $250,000 and say you've done good? Go buy yourself a new Charlie Kirk shirt and go live
buy one in every color.
in every color. And I don't think
And
she'll
you know,
have to
she
buy
was
it.
probably so excited that they had it in red, and so she could wear it to her job.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I don't think she's going to have to buy any of them, though, because Andrew Colvett got a hold of this story at Turning Point USA, wrote, if anyone can DM me a way to get in touch with this wonderful woman who was needlessly harassed for honoring Charlie, I would love to personally thank her and send her some gifts.
Aw,
So,
that's so nice. And that is true harassment, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That is the definition of harassment.
Bullying. Yep.
Bullying and harassment. Like, that lady was fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
But minding her own business and doing her job.
Is that illegal? Because I know the Chico Police Department, this was in
I think
Chico,
it could
California.
be like a disturbing the peace type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Probably
wouldn't
not
hate
in
that.
California, but
Well, the Chico Police Department, that most of that state is not as
red.
liberal
Yeah.
like you think.
Yeah.
And Chico, California wouldn't surprise me at all if that was pretty red.
Yeah.
So the Chico Police Department continues its investigation into the incident. So I don't know what they would be looking into. They are aware of it, obviously. So yeah, they're going to work with.
This is totally off topic, but speaking of arrests, you know, we were talking about the DoorDash with the pepper spray.
Yeah.
I saw a follow-up. I saw the body cam footage of when they went to arrest her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they went to arrest her, and her excuse was, I saw a spider.
Oh shit! Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like,
No,
yeah,
you didn't.
it's like wintertime, and spiders aren't just like living outside in the winter. But I think this was in like Kentucky, and she was in Indiana or something, so she had to be like extradited. And of course, she lives in a house of skank.
Shocker! I'm
Shocker,
shocked
right?
to hear that. Yeah.
House
Oh yeah.
of skank.
Yeah. I mean, she
So.
was a human of skank.
Yes.
We saw her. She was an absolute human of skank.
Yeah.
Good. It's such a disruption to your life to get dragged into a courtroom, fined, like all of that. Good
You're
luck.
gonna learn your lesson real quick.
Yeah. Good. I'm tired of these people thinking they have free reign to act like complete assholes in society.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I want her.
Yeah. And
to
you know,
spend a
there might
few.
be some kind of, you know, you can't go to someone's job and just like outright harass them. I would think that was, you know, so I don't know, maybe there's something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't get locked up for her words, but that is like literal harassment. So I don't know.
Yeah.
She's gonna lose her job though, probably. So
I hope so. I do. And I never wish that on anyone. I'll let you go after this, Aim, but since we're going to be gone for I think you and 3G might pop on and do a couple shows while I'm gone. But the speaking of Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens does not look good right now after her meeting with Erica Kirk.
I just watched her on Pierce.
Candace?
Yeah. She
What do
did
you
her
think?
first interview with Pierce. I like
Okay.
Pierce, by the way.
Yeah, he can. I have issues with him. It's for
I do
another
too,
day,
but
he's all right.
He's not afraid to call someone out,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
He has
But-
a holier than thou like
Totally.
attitude sometimes, and he over explains things, which I can be guilty of too, but that gets irritating where I'm like, yeah, we all know where you're going with it. Shut up. Go. You know, I don't know.
Did you see Dan Bongino's leaving in January?
Is he? I saw that he had started mailing some stuff home to Florida.
Yeah.
What a total disappointment. You know?
I know.
It just sucks. I know
It'll be
people think-
interesting if he can disclose anything he can disclose on. Let me tell you why it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Let me tell you about the roadblocks we ran into. Let me tell you about why I hope it's not the traditional Cash Patel, well, we've done 4,000 sex trafficking and we've done this, and it's like, okay, can we talk about these other things though?
It's such a disappointment because this, for those of us that were excited about this election and these appointments, we really had high hopes of really disrupting the system, getting to the bottom of things, feeling like that whole bureaucracy is just impossible. And this is our only hope to break through that. And I can't tell you, Cash Patel, I went on record saying many times, like the way he was talking, I was more excited about him than anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm more disappointed in him than anyone.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I think Dan Bongino's a decent guy. I really do. But it's a bummer because I thought this was the only hope we had to really,
Yeah. What I would want to hear from him is, hey, here's why nothing's ever going to get done.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you about how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
That's all I'd want to hear from him.
He's going to definitely go back to his podcast.
For sure.
So it'll be interesting to hear his take, but it's like, yeah, well, you were the guy sent in there to, we know all the problems. You were going in there to fucking break that shit up and make some headway. And I don't remember hearing shit from Dan Bongino.
Right.
Since the day he was put in there, and everything I hear about Cash is like, dude, you're embarrassing us at this point. What are we doing?
Hey, just one quick other thing before we hop off. For those that live in Ann Arbor, just a heads up to you that your city council has voted 10-0 to remove all neighborhood watch signs in the city by July 15th. You know how they would have like neighborhood crime watch, and it was supposed to like deter, okay, people are watching. So I'm not going to do crime here because there's people watching.
Yeah.
Then we're not going to have those anymore because the city is striving to be more welcoming and inclusive.
Good luck.
To criminals?
Yeah.
Like, who are you trying to be? This is a sign specifically for criminals.
Yeah.
That's who this is directed at. So if you're taking this away, you want to be more welcoming to criminals.
Those are effective too. When I drive through neighborhoods like that, I remember as a kid going through those and it was like, probably don't want to throw eggs at people's houses around here.
Totally.
You just get the feeling like
they're like speed bumps. They slow you down.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And nice it's like, to see they're voting on the important stuff in Ann Arbor.
Right.
Like really?
What a fucking total
what is the message
city
there?
Bullshit.
What is the message there? Like, hey, criminals, don't worry. No one's looking.
Yes,
no one's paying attention here now.
That's the only message I can. People are I posted it on my story and people are messaging me like, this is satire, right? I'm like, no, M Live is reporting it. Like, it's not from the Babylon Bee. It's from M Live.
The more I think about it, like, what is there's obviously a message that you're sending out to the public when you put up signs like that. Like, hey, these people care about each other in a neighborhood and they're paying attention. So think twice. So by going out and making a point to remove those and saying the statement you said, if that's what it was, that we want to be a welcoming, like welcoming to who? Who exactly?
Criminals.
Like the people that live here already feel welcome. This is their neighborhood. You've already welcomed them. So now you're saying to the criminals, you too.
Yeah. You get what you vote for, I guess.
Yeah. Good luck.
Well, hey, Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas to you too. And
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go see my little mad dog.
Yeah.
And for Cece to see her Graham.
Yeah. She's
so excited for that. Graham is so excited to see Cece. I mean, this is honestly a 45-minute flight up there, and it would cost me $150. And instead, it's going to take me 2 days to drive there with Cece.
I would rather drive.
Yeah. So Cece can see her Graham.
Yeah.
And see my sister in Jinsu.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome. So I'm excited. Thank you guys all that watch us and hang with us and all that. It's it'll be a better year even next year as we get our hands around this. It's been kind of, hit or miss. Amy and I have been here doing it every day. And we really appreciate all of you for hanging with us. I hope you guys all have a very safe Merry Christmas and New Year. And Aim, I can't I can't tell you enough. Thank you. And people really do adore you, and they really do. They tell me, and
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Warts and all, you guys have welcomed me with open arms, and I certainly appreciate it. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
It was funny. Kelly, my sister, was like, "How do you know so much stuff?" she's like, "Why can you just get on and just talk about stuff and like not know and not be prepared?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just, I consume a lot of information throughout the day. I'm a good multitasker. I, can read a tweet and do work, and, I'm all over the place. So it works. It's a good outlet for me to be able to come and bitch about things. So I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I appreciate your perspective on things, and you are well informed. You do know what's going on. We have similar tastes in what we like talking about. And we should mention 3G as well, Greg Henson.
The
thought the last couple of days was like, if we can do a show, we'll do a show. It's just been a madhouse the last couple of days. I texted Greg right before, I was like, Amy and I are going to do a show in 10 minutes. If you can be there, I don't even know if you're home, but if you want to jump on with us, if not, don't worry about it. I know you and Ames will hook up next week and do some stuff while I'm out of town. He may have texted. I don't know if it looks like he hasn't. So I did extend the offer, but it was kind of up in the air, and it was so last minute.
Super last minute.
I'm really glad that you were able to pop on here so we could talk to people one last time before the year's out. And but yeah, we did not kick Greg out of the room or anything like that. So he's doing great. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful holiday season.
See you next year.